Okay, this is where we left last time. So this becomes the first part of lesson 7. Okay, so in the last video there were certain things that were not exactly clear, so I'm just going to go through them one more time. So one of the things that was not clear was the ASCII character set that I wanted to explain. So what I really wanted to tell you was to show you this complete list of ASCII characters that I have shown you here. So for 0 it's 48, the character representation, the number representation for 0 is 48 in the ASCII character set, and for 9 it's 57. So that's what I was actually trying to show you all through. So I think you got it, but I just wanted to show you again. So, and for capital A it's 65, and for Z it's 90, and for small a it's 97, and small z it's 122, and then you have different numbers for different other characters. Okay, so the most whatever you use I have already showed you. Okay, I think I just showed you the ASCII characters. Now let's get on with the program. Let me just brief you where we are in the program. One thing is we want this output. Okay, this is the output we want for every character entered. Now we are only concentrating on numbers. So for example, every number entered, we want how much times we have repeated the number by entering it many times. Okay, so that was the output we want. So now we have a program for taking the input and for deciding whether it's a number or not. Okay, and what do we do when if it's a number? Very simple. See, if it's a number, okay, we have to, okay, if it's a number, what we have to do is we have, for example, if 0 is entered, we have to increment the counter corresponding to 0. Okay, so let's say for example right now the user has entered 0, so I have to increment the counter corresponding to 0. Now just imagine this is the counter. Okay, so all the counters are set to 0 now. So how do I increment it? Of 0 plus plus. So this is all I have to do. So if I have entered 0 and the corresponding counter is number of chars of 0 plus plus. Okay, so if I have entered 1, it's this. The corresponding counter I'm going to increment. So pretty much how I'm going to increment for all the numbers I've entered. Very simple. Okay, I have to just do this. So when I do this, for example, when I enter 0, right, 0 is represented as 48. So 48 minus this character means 48. 48 is 0. So when I enter 1, this is 49. 49 minus 48 is 1. So the corresponding counter gets incremented. For 50, it is 50. For 2, it is 50 here and 48 here, and that's how I get 2, and that's the corresponding counter gets incremented. So this is, so by the end of this program, when we finish the while loop, right, what will happen is every counter corresponding to the numbers, right, will have the corresponding number of repetitions in it, right? So let me just print it. You will know it's very simple to understand. Okay, I've just used an array and the corresponding counter I'm incrementing by using a simple logic, c minus 0 character. Okay, so let me just print the output for you. You will really understand what I mean. Printf and /t and so I also want you to actually take care of the presentation of the output as and I already told you the reason for it. Okay, less than 10. So for every character, okay, I'm going to print a character first, and then a tab, and I'm going to print an integer, okay, and that will be every line, okay. So I'm going to print a slash n. Now for every character, what is the character I'm printing? I'm printing the character C, okay, and what is this thing I'm printing? The repetition is this. See, for example, for every line, right? Every line will include a character and its corresponding repetition. Every line in the output will include the character and its corresponding number of times it has repeated, okay. So that's how it look. So I'm just trying to put the program in a single screen so that it's visible to see. Okay, so I think this is ready. Oh shit, I think this is ready. Okay, now this program is almost ready. Just a few glitches, let's me fix that. See, for example, we've used I, we haven't declared I, so let's just declare I. Okay, then I'm printing a character and I'm printing C. Okay, I shouldn't be doing this actually. I think I really got confused here. So I should actually be printing I, and actually when I print I as a character, right, I'll be printing the 0th character in ASCII, and I don't even know what that is. Okay, the 0th character in ASCII, and then first character in ASCII and second character in ASCII. That's what I don't want to do. I want to print the integer I. Okay, so I think the program is okay now, so let me just compile it. So I've stored it in character manipulation 2.c. I just compiled it, okay, and let me execute it. Okay, now let me enter some integers 1 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 5. Okay, so and I press Ctrl D. So as you see, right, 5 is 1, 4 is 2 times, 3 is 2 times, 2 is 2 times, 1 is 1 time. Okay, you can verify it. Okay, it is absolutely right. Okay, so so we have some sort of a bit complicated program that is good. Okay, so one more thing I would want to do is, see, for example, right, there are a lot of these numerals which are the repetitions are 0. I haven't entered at all. I really don't want them to get printed. So I don't want 0 repetition numerals to be printed. So, and fixing that is extremely easy and it will improve our program very much. So I just want to fix that. So what's that? So I just say that if the repetition is 0, don't print it. That's all. So that's what I'm trying to tell here. Okay, if this thing is 0, if the repetition is not 0, print it. But if the repetition is 0, do not print it. Okay, but this is going to give me the output I desire, but there's an alternative way of writing it which is much more elegant. Okay, so see, for example, I think I have already mentioned that within either a if loop or a while loop or this part of the for loop, anything that comes there is a conditional expression, and the result of a conditional expression is true if the value of the expression is greater than 0, and if the value of the expression inside that conditional expression is 0, it is false. So this can be achieved like this also. So even if I write just this, it means this one not equal to 0. Okay, so let me just compile it and see how it works. One, two, three, four, five, three. See, it works and it's pretty good. But do you observe that there's a problem with the way things are displayed here? See, I've put characters here and repetition here. The table is fine, but they should be moved here and they should be moved to the center. Okay, so I just want to do that now and just fix it.